Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Aaron Basank, VHS and DVD opening and review fans. 1999, I'm gonna opening to this DVD. Once, there was a ballpark. Hosted by Martin Sheen. And here's the front. The spine. The other spine. Here is the top. And the back. And here is the tape. What the sticker label. Print date is 120 days of 1997.
As I moved slowly from the on-deck circle, a hush fell over the capacity-filled stadium. I stepped across the thin white line into the batter's box and deliberately let my spikes find a home in the dirt. My fingers tightened on the well-worn grooves in the Louisville slugger that had been as much a part of me as the nameless sports writers had given me since I came up from the farm team. In defiance of the pitcher, I stretched the old bat out in front of me, indicating where I wanted him to put his best fastball. My concentration narrowed, and I ignored the crude comments made by the catcher. I fixed my eyes on the pitcher's face. In the next few minutes, the game could go either way, but it was now up to me to win for every fan whose eyes were now trained on my trusty slugger. The first ball whizzed by. It was not for me. The second slid across the strike zone. The third was another ball, as was the next, and then a ball called a strike. Full count. I ignored the quips from the bums in their dugout and tightened my fingers around the old pine slugger. The pitcher began his windup, and as the leather-bound projectile left his fingers, I knew it was now or never. Instinctively, my body began to twist as the bat moved through the wind, cutting an edge that could be heard in the upper deck. The bat and ball collided with a crack that echoed through this old park as the ball started its journey to the upper deck in center field. The cracking sound continued to echo through my head, drowning out the roar of the crowd as my spikes dug the dirt heading for first. The game had been won. I gave them what they came for, the World Series. My trip around the bases was interrupted, like so many times before, as my mother shook me, telling me it was time to get up and get ready for school. The old ballpark faded into the sunlight, which lit the baseball posters, photos, and pennants covering every inch of my bedroom walls. Yeah, it was a dream, but one that someday I hoped I could make come true.
Every young Yankee fan dreamed of playing here in a World Series championship game alongside legends like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, and Reggie Jackson. Of all the old stadiums, none of them had a look of pure dynamic power as did this galactic coliseum. Even today, the reconstructed Yankee Stadium stands like a temple for the legendary men who played on its field of champions. Fred Lee of the New York Evening Telegram would tag it the house that Ruth built. In the early 20s, 15 steel and concrete stadiums were built to replace the early wooden bleacher parks. Each of these mighty structures had a personality all its own, a history etched in the memories of those that loved the game, and so as not to be forgotten, have seen fit to put those moments to pen and celluloid. Join me now as we listen to the echoes from those great temples of baseball.
He
was nice enough to give me my rookie uniform, and when I looked at it, it had number 19.
I really enjoyed playing against the Yankees because they were the best.
I know for a fact that the foul line down that third baseline was just tilted in.
Haven't paid to see a ball game since about 1930, I don't think.
Baseball owes its beginnings to a kid street game played long before the Pilgrims set foot bat or ball on Plymouth Rock. A stick, a ball, and a couple of guys made up what was needed to have a game of rounders, one of several ancestors to the American game of baseball. No one is quite sure when the first ball met bat in America, but legend tells us that in 1839, a young man named Abner Doubleday from Cooperstown, New York, devised the basic rules for a new kind of baseball. Actually, Doubleday was in his second year as a cadet at West Point when he allegedly introduced his form of baseball and laid out the now familiar diamond. And interestingly enough, there is no known record of this young cadet playing the game of Doubleday baseball. The true origins of baseball may continue to be shrouded in mystical garments, almost as if the sport was delivered fully clothed from the playgrounds of the gods. However, the etymology of the term baseball has an unusual first reference in the Oxford English Dictionary, a reference which may surprise some of you.
Jane Austen